Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your mini cross general reading for December 2020. I am using the Radiant White deck. We will be clarifying with Levitas Sibila and pulling a Golden Nostradamus card. Let me turn the camera around. And I've already done some shuffling and meditation on your sign. And let me see if I can get that in there right. And so I'm going to do a bit more shuffling and put one more rifle on these. And then we will lay the cards. And if you don't remember what the mini cross is, I'll show it to you because I haven't done one in a long time, and explain it to you as I go along. It's a relatively simple reading. We do see that a card has presented itself. So we're going to go ahead and turn that over. It is the Knight of Cups. So this is where we are at the moment. Okay. Here, let me get that off of there because I'm afraid it's going to. There we go. This is what we know or think we know. Okay. Oh, wow. This is what we know to be true and what we stand on. Oh, wow. This is the near or distant past. Holy smokes. And this is the near or distant future. Well, I got nothing to say about this. Let's see what the overall energy of this reading is. It is the Four of Pentacles. Well, Cancer, this is some pretty good news. There's definite movement here. I've got 1, 2, 3 horses. After perhaps some time of being really stuck in place or stagnant, just not moving. Perhaps your finances have been, stuck and slow. Not that you haven't been able to take care of the things that you needed to take care of, but it's like perhaps not having any extra. You've been conserving and hanging on to what you have, particularly in the environment that we're in at the moment. And I don't have any repeater numbers, but what I do have is this idea that family has been very, very important to you, and that is the sign of Cancer. It rules the family, the home, nurturing, caring. It even goes back to your lineage. It speaks about the maternal line of your family. And this tells me that, for all intents and purposes, you really had a good, decent life so far. Yes? You pretty much have had everything that you've wanted. Or if not wanted, at least everything that you have needed. Yes? And so there is a distinction, and sometimes we have to be mindful of that. I also sense that this Six of Wands says, first of all, that whatever problems, or if there have been any problems, you have been able to successfully navigate those things. So the first thing you should do is give yourself a pat on the back. But this card also brings recognition with it, okay? There's some kind of recognition, some kind of reward, some kind of award, some kind of, I've even seen it show up when there might be a promotion. The card speaks to leadership, but the one thing I always try to caution people about is this is the card of maybe getting too big of a head sometimes, because the truth is you didn't get to where you are. You're not receiving these rewards and these accolades without all of those other people either helping you along the way. Even the horse didn't help you. See how his face is looking like, oh, come on, you didn't do it by yourself, right? So even if all of those people in the back, because they all got wands, have been kind of, like a thorn in your side, they really have pushed you and propelled you to overcome whatever those difficulties were. Now, in the center, we have this Knight. I do sense that for some of you, an offer is either on its way, okay, you've already received it, or it is on its way. Now, the Knight of Cups is, for all intents and purposes, this could be two things. The first thing that came to mind when I saw it was that this is some kind of work, or some kind of work issue for you, some kind of career thing for you. That's the word I'm looking for. But I can't lie, there could also be some kind of romance involved here, although that's really not the whole energy that I'm getting. This offer with this Knight of Cups, it is on the way, but it's a fickle kind of a thing. Yeah. And what I mean by that is maybe you've talked to somebody, maybe the message has come in and it's kind of been real tentative or back and forth. You're not even really negotiating. You're trying to feel out what it is the person wants from you, what they want to do. You're trying to feel out if you're going to have the wherewithal and the time to do that, given your family obligations here. But at the same time, the family obligations is what is motivating you for this, right? And then at the bottom, we have this Four of Wands. And again, this is another card of celebration. Okay, so this can be the shacking up card as well. We see that, finally maybe y'all been together a long time and now he ready to pop the question. That's there too. You've been waiting and holding out, and that's there too. But also from a business standpoint, this speaks to strong and stable foundations, and it speaks to the ability to, in a sense, kind of enjoy what you have. This is what you're standing on, and I think you've been doing a great job. No matter what the situation is, this Sun card has come out to shed a light, okay, on everything that you've been through thus far, to give you the clarity to see where you are moving forward, okay, even if you're not quite sure where that is. The Sun is the most positive card in the deck, and there's absolutely no other card that can come in and negate the positivity of this card. So you can see it actually is spreading its rays over this way. So that tells me that everything you've done in the past is now going to become is going to help you move towards the future, and it's also going to, if you've been puzzled by why you had to go through a certain thing, this is going to shed light on why you had to go through those things. I hope that makes sense. So what I'd like to do is, I don't even really want to pull a card, but I'm going to pull a card on this Knight of Cups in the center to see what this offer is. Now, cups usually mean months, so you may have to wait another month into the year 2021 to actually reap the benefits of this, but it is coming. Again, hold tight and don't give up hope. And so let me see just what this news or this event is, because as you know, for me, Knights always bring an event, but the event is preceded by some kind of news or message that comes in. There's definite movement here. I got 3 horses, so there's some definite movement. So let's see what this message may be all about. The Vedevo, the L'Amica, and the Gran Signore. So I don't know. Maybe you've been dealing with someone who's been, in a sense, sad and morose. This card, the Vedevo, is kind of a card of someone who kind of has like a dark cloud hanging over them all the time. And they can be distant and cold and what's the word that I'm looking for? Kind of distracted or distance. I can't even think of the word, but yet we see in the center we have this L'Amica. This is the friend. This is someone who gives very, very good advice. She is neither negative nor positive. She usually, when she shows up, she's actually more towards the positive side than she is the neutral side. Sometimes it could indicate being at a friend's house. Okay, whatever this message is, you're getting the message that if this is just a situation where you've been kind of depressed and mourning some things, maybe a friend is going to help you by introducing you to the Gran Signore. Okay, and the Gran Signore is not only like the husband, okay, but he also is a business person who is well known in the community, well looked up to, is prosperous on his own. He's got his fingers in lots of pies. He can open doors for you, that kind of a thing. Okay, so I just want to take a look at a situational meaning of the vetiver, because it comes across as that. But then I don't know, maybe some of y'all divorcing, this is the end of y'all happy marriage, and y'all done left somebody behind because there's somebody new coming in, someone that you've been friends with. I'm just a tarot card reader, I don't know. So let me, this is a short reading, so it would take a special, a personal reading for me to see that, if that is the case. But what is the number of the vetiver? He is the 3 of spades. Let me see here. Well, no, that's the widower. And basically, it describes someone who suffered intensely and who has been defeated by hardships of life and perhaps has lost the joy of living. It does not predict death, and metaphorically, it indicates a void or a loss of some kind. It can represent someone who is undergoing a period of intense loneliness, isolation, and solitude. Okay. If this is love, it heralds a separation, arguments, incompatibility, a relationship devoid of true love and growing apart. In financial matters, it can indicate financial collapse or the unsuccessful ending of a project that meant a lot to you. Usually, this entails making life-changing decisions and breaking away from something or someone. Metaphorically, the card indicates estrangement, deprivation, absence, and a lack of some kind, and moving away from a situation or a person. In financial matters, it represents financial loss, a dismissal, a lack of money, and an unwanted business trip or relocation. Okay. Rarely, though, it can indicate meditation and introspection. When followed by positive cards, it indicates that you have the inner spiritual resources to pull through on your own. Okay? And so that is really what I'm getting about this particular situation. It's just that whatever it was in the past, maybe, as I said, you maybe haven't had all of the things that you wanted, but you've definitely had everything that you've needed. Everybody's in good health. Everybody is, you're still in your home. Even if you're not making, you're not doing exactly what you want to do, you're doing enough to keep the family afloat. So you can most definitely pat yourself on the back for that. But this tells me that something new is coming for you. How and when, I would say perhaps, as I said, within the month. So why? Because cups represent the month. Okay, 1 month. So now let's formulate one question for the Golden Nostradamus to wrap this reading up. I don't see anything here that you need to be worried about. Okay. Maybe it's just not moving fast enough for you. This is kind of like the 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of event, but it's definitely moving. So hang in there. It is the Ring. So if this is not about a new engagement or marriage or something, or somebody new coming in, then we're definitely looking at some kind of contractual issue. That is traditionally what the Ring will mean. So I'm going to read it to you because this has a very distinct meaning. It says, where there is no love, there is no life. Never a joy, only struggles and strife. A happy event is coming. For example, an engagement, a wedding, or an alliance. This card may announce family reunions or meeting with friends, their joy, and sharing with someone. And so basically, as I said, both of these interpretations stand. It could be a romantic relationship, but it could also be a new alliance coming in that's really going to help you move forward in a new direction. So that's what I have for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for December. I do hope those messages help you. And until next time, stay safe and namaste.